Hey, what's up guys? Steve Arian here with Greyfox Industries, Greyfox Reviews. We've got the Glock 43 today. We're going to be doing some testing on it. We got 500 rounds of ammunition we're going to put through it and see what it can do. We've got the holster here from Tolster Holsters. I'll be using it, their profile holster. And they were able to get me one really quick. They actually got the 43, it's actually theirs, and got one in real quick so they could start producing holsters. And so we were able to get our hands on it to do some testing and put some rounds down range, and not just 10 to 15 rounds, but we've got 500 rounds of ammunition to put down today. So that'll give us a good starting point and let us know where the reliability is on it. We're excited to see what it does. The Glock 43 is 9mm single stack, 6-round capacity. So 6 plus 1, you have 7 rounds, so slightly more than a revolver. It's in its smallest state though, and this means that the gun is in its smallest configuration right now. We know that there are going to be some extended magazines coming out for it, so if you're looking for a 9-round or a 10-round, I'm sure people are going to be producing these things. They always do. That's the one thing that always happens with the magazines, is people can make these longer. They can make more of them, extended base plates and so on and so forth. So I'm sure we'll be seeing that, the +2s and stuff coming out in the future. But for right now, we do have the 6 plus 1. So we're going to test it and see what it does. Overall, the gun is very slim. It's slimmer than the 26. This 26 would be a double stack magazine. It's smaller than the M&P Shield, slightly bigger than the Glock 42, which we also had out here today for testing. It fills a little void in the firearms world, where you have the Shield that's bigger, the 42 that's a little bit too small, the 26 that's around the same size but just thicker and heavier. It gives you another option, which options are always good, and hopefully it gives you the same reliability that we're accustomed to with Glock handguns. So we'll see where the accuracy's at, we'll see where the reliability is at, and I'm excited to get some testing done, so let's go ahead and get on it. All right guys, so I've got the 43 here. This is literally going to be the very first rounds fired out of this. All I've done is add some fire clean, and we've got about 500 rounds, or exactly 500 rounds on the table, and you're going to see the first few shots fired out of this. We'll see what it does. I've got it compared to, like we said, the 42, the 26, the 19, and I've got a 9mm M&P Shield here to compare it to as well. So you'll be able to watch the muzzle rise. We're going to compare it with the exact same ammo. So anyways, I hope you guys find this interesting. Let's see what this thing does. For reference, we're exactly 7 yards off of these 3-Gun Nation targets here, and we use those so you guys can track the hits as well, being shoot-and-see targets. So aim at this center one, and we'll get this started. All right, a little snappy, not bad, really. It's, reliable, accurate enough. I don't feel like it was any worse than anything else I've ever shot that it's equal comparison to. Feels really similar to the Shield, maybe actually a little softer than the Shield. I'm actually really curious. I'm going to jump right over to the Shield now and actually compare the two and see what I think. But really, overall good. Trigger reset's good. Recoil control is good. Yeah, I would say that it's actually a little bit softer than shooting the Shield. I'm going to jump right back over into this again. Yeah, it's a different pulse actually. It's I wouldn't say it's softer, but they both have different pulses. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. Both triggers are real similar. It has less grip than the Shield does as far as the length goes, and so you feel like you have almost a little bit more control with the Shield over the slide movement, and the recoil and everything is pretty similar. So anyways, obviously they're both equal as far as accuracy goes, both more accurate than I am or I can hold, but we're going to continue to shoot these. Let's go ahead and grab the 26 now, and I'll compare it directly to that. Again, same exact ammo, Glock 26. and lock back. 26 is smoother, hands down. Bigger slide, heavier slide. It's definitely smoother. You get better mag capacity with the 26. Obviously, take Glock 19 mags as well. They stick out a little bit, but it takes the Glock 19 mags being double stacked. So 26 is definitely smoother, although you do get the fact that with the 43, it's much slimmer. So if you're worried about it sticking out or whatever, the 43 has an advantage there. Obviously, you're limited in your mag capacity from 6 rounds, you know, compared to the 26, which pretty much you can fluctuate the mag count to however you want. But even with the flush mags, you know, you've got 10, 11 rounds with that. So, but the Glock 43 so far it's pretty sharp, pretty impressive. It's, you know, we've only got a couple of rounds through it, but or a couple of mags through it. But we're going to go ahead and shoot the rest of these. And rather than bore you with us shooting 500 rounds, we'll show you some snips and stuff like that. But we're going to get into that. I am rocking a Tolster holster for this, and I can say that concealment-wise, it's phenomenal. Being so small and having the smaller grip, the shorter grip, makes it conceal really, really well. And that's one of the things, one of the advantages to it. And when you think about manufacturing or making a gun, one thing we can always make for these guns is extended magazines. We can't ever really reduce the grip without cutting it or trimming it. But when a manufacturer makes a gun, like this Glock 42, for example, if they make it short, aftermarket manufacturers or even they can actually go through and make a longer magazine later on, but they can't ever reduce it. And so for me, that's important because that's one of the reasons I like that. I'm fine with the fact that this only has 6 rounds because I know someone's going to come out with an extended magazine. But if I want the reduced capacity because I want ultra concealability, then now I have that, and I don't have to, you know, I don't have to say, well, I'll switch to this gun or that gun. I can just put the flush fitting magazine, the factory mag in it. And if I want something that's going to hold more, I'm sure here in a few months that someone's going to be putting out some magazines that are going to be extended capacity. So I know we'll have that option in the future for 8 and 9 rounds, possibly. So, but as far as concealability goes, the Glock 43 has really, really good concealability, and that's a big thing. You know, the best gun to carry on you is the one that you will actually carry. And so, if this means that you're carrying versus not carrying because of your wardrobe or the seasons or whatever, then obviously it's a good choice. So, anyways, we're going to get into shooting the rest of these and kind of comparing some different things. And we've got apples to apples comparisons today. I've got actually Tolster holsters for every one of these handguns that are out here. So I'm actually pretty excited about being able to compare the draw process and how some different things are. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and we'll get into it. All right, guys. So we're here about 25 yards out. Glock 43. We're about 200 rounds into our test, 250 rounds. So kind of getting bored. It's been performing flawlessly. So we're going to jump back and just see what it'll do accuracy-wise. We shot one target up a little bit, doing some one-handed, goofing around, but I'm going to do a 6-shot group here at 25 yards on one target. I'm going to shoot the middle target here. So I'm going to scoot over here to the right so you guys can see it. Are we good right here? All right.
You're out of camera.
That's fine. We go. 6 shots, all center. It's about an 8-inch circle, so they're all good to go.
Good shooting little pistol.
Those, man.
So we had one
malfunction, right around 350 rounds, 400 rounds maybe. Actually, it's probably about 420, 430.
2 malfunctions.
Oh, well, the upside down.
Upside down, and you block the slide with your palm.
We had a user error and a malfunction.
You were dangling like.
So Jerry Mikulik may have a problem with this gun because upside down it doesn't function.
So if you're shooting 300 yards upside down
At moving balloons.
with your pinky at a balloon, you might have a problem.
Yeah, he's good.
From anywhere near that 60 fucking years old. I guess I got a good skirt to give away.
Oh, get in there. All right, guys, so we've been shooting the 43 today, and we've put about 500 rounds exactly actually through it. And we've had one malfunction. It was a failure to feed at about 425 rounds or so. It just, I don't know if it was mag related, gun related, how or what. It just failure to feed. Round was jammed up into the barrel. That was it so far, except for the 2 mags that I've got on me. So what we'll do is we'll fire these other 2 mags and see what happens here, and you guys will see the last bit of this ammo. So last 12 rounds here, firing out of the Glock 43, and it'll mean 500 round count so far through this gun. So and there we go. So that's it. 500 rounds for the Glock 43. Good to go. A little bit of a slide bite there just from the gun today, but everything went well. Smooth shooting gun. We were actually surprised how accurate it was. It's way more accurate than most shooters, and it performed great, flawlessly, and more accurate than you're going to need out of a handgun, but it's great. Shooting just 9mm standard ammo, smooth shooting, great. Had a really successful day with it. Nothing boringly reliable, actually. We were kind of like, all right, let's scoot back, let's shoot smaller targets, do different things. But overall, the gun was great. So my overall opinions on it, it fills a void between the Shield and you know, the 42. It's a little bigger than a 42, but it's still narrow, smaller than the Shield. Why I found the Shield was great, it wasn't small enough compared to the 26 or the 9C for me to carry it all the time. I found that the Shield was just a little too big, where I was like, I'll just carry the 9C in a Vanguard or a 26 in a Vanguard holster instead. But with this, it's smaller than the Shield, and it's surprisingly comfortable to carry. It's very, very minimalist. It doesn't hardly stick out at all. I mean, even in my t-shirt here, everything is concealable, and that's big, because that means that you're going to be fine with carrying it. You know, oh, I got a t-shirt on and a belt, I'll just throw this gun on real quick, and it works. And you're not like, well, it doesn't conceal with this shirt, and I just need to run to the store, and you don't carry. So if it's something that makes you carry more because it's more concealable, then that's a plus. Reliability's there, accuracy is there. Cost-wise, it's not over expensive or anything like that. I know they're going to come out with some extended magazines, so we'll have that in the future for the guys that, you know, 6+1, 7 rounds isn't enough. I know they'll be coming out with 9-round magazines here that'll stick out a little bit further. But the nice thing is, it's in its most compact form right now is great, and so we can add extended magazines if we want to. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to check out more from us here at Greyfox. More reviews, more results coming from us here in the future. So thanks again. Check us out, greyfoxreviews.com. All right, guys, so I wanted to do another comparison, one of the guns that I didn't get to show you today. So again, we have the Glock 43 here, and watch the recoil and the muzzle rise. Pretty good. Now, just another comparison to this is the Desert Eagle 50. And you'll be able to see a slight difference in the way it recoils and the way it, just the muzzle rise in general. It's slightly different than the Glock 43. Not bad though, a little snappy, but overall, the Desert Eagle is a really big contender against the Glock 43 for concealed carry. Probably a good purse gun, something you'd want to take with you with the family. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Do you like that no flinch on that dead round? There is no movement.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a no strike.
It was out of battery.
Oh, was it?
Yep. It was like that.
Ah.
That's what it'll do if you even kiss that slide a little bit. It'll stop right there.
That'll show up on the video.
Yeah.
Did you like that though?
Be able to
Perfect
see it.
malfunction.
It was
Man,
out of battery.
that makes myself really happy.
Should.
All right, so let's get into shooting this Glock 43 a bunch.